Alright, this is the video for video Sci Rev. So our first question is going to be, inventions always begin with...
I am man. Our greatest dread has always been the knowledge of our own mortality. But tonight, we shall hurl the gauntlet of science into the frightful face of death itself.
Invention always begins with an idea.
So there's our answer to that. Invention always begins with an idea. So someone has to think about it first. It needs to pop into their head before anything else can be done. And it probably does take some money and time. All right. Newton developed a new system of math called trigonometry, calculus, geometry, or algebra. Let's see what he did.
Inventors must allow their imaginations to go where no one has been before.
Hear my creation!
And when they say necessity is the mother of invention, keep in mind some ideas are better than others. The world saw an explosion of new ideas in the 17th century. European thinkers challenged conventional thought based on traditional authority and mysticism. A new wave of examination changed the way people looked at their world. The scientific revolution was underway. Logic and reason replaced faith and age-old beliefs. Such a rational and methodical approach, still used today, is known as the scientific method. New ideas yielded new knowledge found through observation, hypothesis, and experimentation. At the forefront of scientific discovery was the astronomer Copernicus. He held that the sun, not the earth, was the center of the universe. Galileo expanded on Copernicus' hypotheses and perfected the telescope. And Isaac Newton studied principles of gravity and developed a new system of math called calculus to prove his theories.
So if the math doesn't work, come up with a new math. That's how that's going. So it's going to be calculus. So essentially that's what happens with math. If it doesn't work for some reason, you just gotta come up with another way. Or you're doing it wrong. One of the two. It's always one of the two. All right. So our final question is, which of the following did Thomas Edison not invent? So our options are electric light bulb, automobile, record player, motion picture. So let's see which credit he does not get.
These scientists transformed the way we view the solar system. Revolutionary ideas like theirs often met resistance from traditional authority. Galileo was even tried for his ideas, but the efforts of those scholars put science and discovery into motion. Gradually, scientific reasoning was applied to political, economic, and social philosophy. The late 17th and 18th centuries became known as the Age of Enlightenment. Ideas born during this time greatly influenced all of society. Even in the American colonies, these new philosophies helped shape the Declaration of Independence. The spirit of scientific inquiry was captured more than 100 years later by an American inventor, Thomas Edison. One of the world's greatest inventors, he gave us the record player, motion picture, and the electric light bulb.
All right. So we've got automobile is the one that's missing. This electric light bulb, this is one of the things that is kind of debated, because there is some argument that Nikola Tesla, which is where the car company Tesla gets its name, also was kind of working on this. He was a Thomas Edison's apprentice, I do believe, and the other part of it was them using the light bulb in different ways. So one thought it would be better energy-wise and practicality-wise to do it one way, and one thought the other. So they both worked with electricity. A lot of people were coming up with inventions at the time. And you'll see quite a bit of overlap. And it comes down to who gets the copyright first in the end. You could even technically steal somebody's idea if it hasn't been copyrighted and use it as your own. And if it's not copyrighted, then you essentially get credit for it. So copyright and patents, both of those. So if you come up with some kind of invention, that's one of the things you want to handle first, is getting different copyrights and patents and stuff like that, so that other people can't take your idea. And if they try, then you can sue them. And they probably have to pay you for use of your idea, essentially. So this is actually kind of important if you plan on making a product.
All progress, all success springs from thinking. If there is one evil in the world today for which there is no excuse, it is the evil of stupidity.
He did it on his own. He wasn't given an opportunity. He created his opportunity. He had the tenacity to pursue things. He had the vision to imagine things and see where he could go and make his own opportunity.
Some inventions are large and greatly shape our lives, and some are small, but they all take imagination.
This is called Back Buddy, and it's back scrub for the shower.
I will say some of this is definitely, I mean, you can tell just by how this is recorded that it's old. So some of these you may have definitely seen before. Some of these start at these little conventions and stuff, and then they get improved on and get made better. So these little conventions of stuff is where investors can back certain products and put in money to either put them on the market, or that's normally what you want, is to get people who can make your product essentially something that you can sell to the masses. And it's kind of gotten better to where you need less and less with some different websites where you can make stuff. So let's say like Etsy, eBay, Amazon, where if you make the product yourself, then you can just put it there instead of needing to put it on shelves. And even now, there is some kind of debate in the sense of, do you want it on the shelves or do you just want it online? Because the stores are expensive. Buying the stock ahead of time is expensive and it might not sell. So there is some debate about that as well.
It also doubles as a boat bumper, so you can hang it on the side of your boat. And this is called a kindler. And what you do is you kindle wood with it. All you do is pull that out, grab a piece of wood, put it underneath this lathe, and then you just simply push down the lever. This is a bum buddy, and it's an inflatable bicycle seat cover. Just sit on it like this.
All right, so that's this video.